Hey everyone, it's Scrivkid. I'm coming to you today with another vlog. Um, this vlog is right now a very serious vlog for a topic that I do want to speak on, and this has to do with the police. Now, I don't know if you are aware. I'm pretty sure all of you are aware that there is controversy going on that has been happening within the past week. A young man named Mike Brown has passed away from this earth due to a officer who basically harassed his power and shot several times and murdered this young man. Now, for all of you who do not know the story, there's several articles online. There's also several videos online that actually explain what has happened, how he got into the situation, and what happened after that. One of the articles that I saw, it said that he was in a corner store. He stole a package of $1 cigarillo and tried to get away, but the officer saw him, chased him down, and then when he, I don't know if Mike Brown got to a alley or wherever he was, but he stopped. He was going to turn himself in, but he turned around, had his hands up, and then that's when the officer opened fire, shot, and killed him. I also saw a video today that it wasn't just him by himself. It was him and two other of his friends, and the young man explained to him, not explained to the people what actually happened. Come to find out that the officer saw them and harassed them, and all because that they were, three African American males. Mike Brown was 17 years old, just graduated from high school. Nobody knows, if he was going to go to college, if he had a job, even if he had a girlfriend or a child. The officer clearly did not know and clearly did not care. He just opened fire, shot, and killed him. My issue is, why is the police abusing their power? Why is the police doing these things? Why do cops think that because they own a gun and a badge that they are above the law? Now, mind you, there are several officers, out of 100%, only 1% of officers actually are good people. Out of 100%, only 1%, if not a little less, there are actually good cops out there that actually uphold the law, serve, and protect people. But then the other 99% are basically just abusing their power. With Mike Brown, he was shot and murdered for no reason at all. There were several articles that actually explained, the situation, that actually explained, how he got into the situation that caused the officer to shoot and kill him. Now, I'm not going to get into detail of the story, but one news article said that he had shoplifted at a corner store, and that's when the cops saw him. But then there was also a video. Come to find out that it was actually three of them. It was Mike Brown and two other young men. And so the guy in the video explained exactly what happened, and come to find out that this officer saw them and just basically harassed them. Why? Because they were three African American males that was not doing anything. They were just minding their own business. Now, a personal issue that I have with the police, just to I'm not going to get into extreme detail with this story, but I live in Arlington, Texas, which is 20 minutes outside of Fort Worth and Dallas. I have over 6 warrants out for my arrest, not because I did anything bad or did anything illegal, but because my temporary tags on the vehicle that I had last year expired, and so I was falsely written 2 tickets in both cities for something that I did not know was wrong with the car, besides the fact that my tags were expired. And so now, here, even here in Arlington, I am driving around in fear. Because if an officer is driving behind me, he can run my place, see that I have warrants out for my arrest over something that was out of my control, and just up and take me to jail over something that I clearly, could not pay. Right now in Pantego, Texas is where 4 of my warrants are placed out. I owe Pantego $990 over expired tags. In Fort Worth, I owe Fort Worth $455 for the exact same reason. That is over basically what, more than $1,000 that I owe. Well, maybe over $1,500, maybe $1,600 of money that I do not have to pay so that I can sit there and walk freely or drive freely here in my city. You have officers that are basically doing everything but protecting and serving the people. Cops are basically out here trying to catch a person speeding, doing 46 in a 45-mile-per-hour lane. They'll pull them over and give them a ticket, claim that they were speeding. But yet you have people that are being murdered, that are being raped, that are being molested. That you have people that's out here actually doing illegal activities. But yet those officers, they're not worrying about them. They're just worrying about people who are basically innocently breaking the law that has nothing to do with anything at all. And so my fiance, just this past week, was pulled over twice. I had just recently got me and her a brand new car. Of course, my name is on the tags and whatnot, but 2 officers pulled her over looking for me because they ran my name. And they tried to get information out of her so that they can come to my place of residence and arrest me, all because I do not have money to pay. And even if I do go to jail, they are still going to have me pay money that I do not have. Now, I'm not saying all cops are bad. I'm not. But there's very, very few cops who are actually good. And out of a handful of police that are basically just doing wrong. I have seen several videos to where officers are arresting people for no reason at all, beating them on camera, beating them. Every police car has a webcam on it. And I don't know if these cops are purposely doing this or if they just forget that there's a webcam on their car. Now, 2 weeks ago, I came across a story that I know everybody has heard of a guy that was suffocated and died over basically 7 to 10 cops. I believe that this happened in New York. If I got the location wrong, I apologize. But the story starts, or the video starts off to where he's talking to just one officer. He's just talking to one officer, giving him his story and whatnot of whatever he has seen or whatever had happened. But the officer wasn't trying to hear that. The officer was trying to arrest him because supposedly he was several times arrested for selling cigarettes, buying a pack of cigarettes and selling those cigarettes, without taxes and whatnot, which, clearly is illegal. And so he was trying to let them know, no, I was not doing this. The reason why we're talking now is for this specific reason. But they did not want to hear him, so the officer tried to arrest him. He said, no, you're not going to arrest me because I did nothing wrong. Please leave me alone. Now, the thing is, by law, an officer cannot harass you. If you let an officer know that you wish to be let go, an officer has to let you go. But this officer basically kept on harassing him, breaking the law, detained him. And when he jumped on this man, mind you, this man was a 43-year-old man, African American. When that one officer jumped on him, then all of a sudden this entire flood of cops just kind of bum rushed him, also pinned him down to the ground. In the video, you can clearly hear him say, I cannot breathe. And he said that multiple times, that I cannot breathe. But the officers, they did not want to listen. They kept trying to arrest him, and they killed him right then and there because they pinned him down and he suffocated. And so about a week, maybe a week and a half later, I read on Yahoo that all those officers that were involved in that situation, the police department is actually looking at that as a homicide. And really, to be honest, I'm glad that they are doing that, because an innocent man was killed for no reason at all. This week, another innocent man was killed for no reason at all. Mike Brown was 17 years old, just graduated from high school. Don't know if he was going to college, don't know if he got scholarships or anything. He could have been a very, very, very smart young man. And his life was taken away from him without his permission. His life is now ended. That cop shot and murdered him in cold blood. Shot him several times, including once or twice in the head. Did not think that the fact that this young man had a family, had a mother, a father, any kind of siblings. Don't even know if he had a girlfriend or a child. But yet that cop opened fire. And for what reason? He did not pull out no weapon. He didn't even show signs of pulling out a weapon or even being dangerous. Mike Brown paused, turned himself around, put his hands up in the air so you can clearly see he is not reaching for anything. The cop pulled out the gun, shot, and murdered him. The police, they are getting too far out of control. And us as a people, and I am not talking about us as the African American community, I'm talking about us as a nation. And when I say a nation, I mean blacks, whites, Indians, Asians, everybody. If you are living here in America and you are classified as an American citizen, we need to come together and stand against the police and let them know y'all are going too far out of control with this. Why is it that everybody has to live in fear because of the police? Every time a person drives, and really it's not just black people, it's everybody. Every time a person is on the road driving and they see a cop behind them, what do? They start wondering, okay, what have I done? Do I have anything in a car that's illegal? Do I have any tickets out there that I do not know about? If the officer runs my name, is anything going to pop up? And that's not right. That is not right at all. And I really do want us as a people to come together and stand up against the police and the bad that they are doing. The police are doing more bad than they are doing good. And that is not right. That is not right at all. So this is Scrivkid coming to you with a really, really serious video. I want you guys to watch this video, like, share, comment, get this word out that us as American citizens need to stand up against the police and let them know y'all are basically having us afraid to even live in our own home, live in our own city. This is Scrivkid, and I will talk to y'all later.